Did you know there's a simple action that can boost your chances of achieving a goal to an incredible 95%? It's a game changer that most people overlook, yet it's backed by research and real-world results. It's not about willpower or talent, it's about structure. The systems you put in place matter far more than just trying harder. We all start with good intentions, new resolutions, plans, and tools. We get excited, make lists, and set ambitious targets for ourselves, but motivation fades, and we're left wondering why. The initial spark fizzles out, and obstacles start to feel overwhelming. A study by the American Society of Training and Development found that just having a goal gives you a 10% chance of success. That's not much, considering all the effort we put in. Deciding when and how you'll act increases it, giving your goal a bit more structure and clarity. But the real breakthrough comes with accountability. When you involve others, everything changes. If you commit to someone else, your odds jump to 65%. That's a huge leap just by sharing your goal and progress. But if you schedule a specific accountability appointment, your chance of success skyrockets to 95%. This changes everything. It's like having a secret weapon for your goals. Success isn't just about trying harder, it's about building the right support system. The people around you can lift you up and keep you on track. Most people don't fail for lack of desire, but for lack of external support. Going it alone makes the journey much harder than it needs to be. The journey to your goals doesn't have to be lonely. In fact, it's more rewarding when you share it with others. In fact, it shouldn't be. Collaboration and encouragement are powerful motivators. The secret? An accountability partner. Someone who checks in, cheers you on, and helps you stay focused. This isn't just for CEOs or athletes. It's a principle anyone can use, starting today. No matter your background or your goal, accountability works. Whether you want to exercise, learn, or build something new, having someone to share the journey with makes all the difference. Adding accountability can transform your results. It turns intentions into real, measurable progress. It's the small hinge that swings the big door of progress. Sometimes the tiniest change in your approach can open up huge opportunities. Let's explore how this works, and how you can use it right now to finally achieve the goals that matter most to you. So, what's an accountability partner? It's a term you might have heard before, but what does it really mean in practice? Simply put, it's someone you regularly check in with about your goals. This person is there to listen, encourage, and help you stay focused on what matters most to you. They're not your boss or your judge, they're your teammate. You're both in it together, working side by side to achieve your individual dreams. You both commit to your goals and support each other's progress. It's a partnership built on trust, honesty, and mutual motivation. By telling someone your intention, like running 3 times a week, you create a social contract. This act of sharing makes your commitment feel more real and tangible. Suddenly, your goal is real. It's a promise, not just a thought. You're no longer alone in your journey. Someone else is rooting for you. Your partner's job isn't to force you, but to help you reflect and stay on track. They offer gentle reminders and celebrate your wins, big or small. Peer support networks work the same way, just with more people. These groups create a sense of community and shared purpose. Whether it's a writing group, fitness club, or online forum, the principle is the same. Declare your intentions, report your actions, and get support. Everyone benefits from being part of a supportive circle. Our brains crave social approval. We're wired to respond to encouragement and recognition from others. Knowing someone will ask about your progress makes you more likely to act. It adds a layer of positive pressure that helps you follow through. It's not about willpower. It's about building a system that makes success easier. Accountability partners help you create habits that stick. With the right support, accountability partners turn your goals into reality, making the journey more enjoyable and much more achievable. Why does committing to another person work so well? It's rooted in human psychology. We're social creatures, wired to maintain a good reputation in our tribe. When you keep a goal private, it's easy to make excuses or give up. But once you share it, you've made a public promise. The desire to be seen as reliable kicks in, not out of fear, but pride. This is called social commitment. Once we declare a goal, we feel pressure to stay consistent. Dr. Robert Cialdini calls this the power of commitment and consistency. Your accountability partner becomes a living reminder of your promise. Regular check-ins create a feedback loop: action, measurement, and adjustment. You can't just forget your goal. Your next check-in is always coming. This structure turns vague dreams into real, trackable progress. Accountability isn't just theory, it works in real life, shaping real outcomes for real people. Take Sarah and Mark, for example. Sarah dreamed of writing a novel, while Mark set his sights on meditating every day to improve his well-being. They decided to become accountability partners, texting each other every evening with honest updates about their progress, no matter how big or small. Some days, progress was small, a single paragraph written, or just a few minutes of meditation. But knowing someone was waiting for their message, cheering them on, kept them motivated and accountable. 6 months later, Sarah finished her first draft, a milestone she once thought was out of reach. Mark, meanwhile, meditated 150 days straight, building a habit that transformed his daily life. Both credit their daily check-ins and mutual encouragement for their success, saying it made all the difference. In another inspiring example, 4 co-workers formed a group chat to train for a 5K race together. They shared training schedules, running selfies, and daily encouragement, turning preparation into a team effort. If one felt like skipping a run, another would step in with a pep talk or a gentle nudge to keep going. On race day, all 4 crossed the finish line together, an achievement they likely wouldn't have reached on their own. The group's encouragement and shared commitment turned a tough challenge into a fun, memorable journey. The key wasn't just accountability, but the camaraderie and shared sense of purpose that grew between them. These stories show that support systems make even the biggest goals feel achievable, and every step forward is worth celebrating. Progress is easier and far more enjoyable when you're not alone on the journey. Accountability transforms individual effort into collective success, multiplying motivation and results. That's the real power of partnership, turning dreams into reality together. Finding an accountability partner is easier than you think. Start with your friends, family, or colleagues, anyone who's also working toward a goal. Look for someone motivated to make a positive change. Be clear. You want a mutual support system, not a manager. If no one in your circle fits, try online communities, forums, social media groups, or apps like FocusMate. Seek out people with similar interests and a commitment to growth. Choose someone reliable and positive. They don't need to be an expert, just consistent. Sometimes a partner outside your daily life works best for focus. The goal: find someone who will show up and whom you're happy to support in return. The right partner can make all the difference. Once you've found a partner, set a strong foundation. Your first meeting is crucial. Define clear, specific, and measurable goals. Vague goals are hard to track. Be precise about what success looks like. Write your goals down so you both know what you're tracking. Agree on logistics. How often will you check in? Daily text, weekly call, or monthly meeting? Schedule these as recurring appointments. Treat them as non-negotiable. Decide how you'll handle setbacks. The goal is support, not shame. Ask questions like, what got in the way? Or, what's one small step for tomorrow? Establishing this protocol keeps the partnership safe and encouraging. A little planning now sets you up for long-term success. Every partnership faces challenges. Motivation drops, life gets busy, or communication breaks down. If you notice things slipping, address it directly and kindly. A simple message, let's reconnect and support each other, can reignite momentum. If communication falters, revisit your expectations and adjust as needed. Honest conversations can repair and strengthen your partnership. Sometimes the fit isn't right. It's okay to move on and find a better match. The goal is progress, not perfection. When motivation is low, focus on the smallest next step. Ask, what's one tiny action you can take today? Breaking goals into small steps rebuilds momentum. Consistent, imperfect action beats perfect inaction every time. The partnership's purpose is to keep you moving forward, together. There's a unique power in working with others. Alone, your motivation is a single engine. If it fails, you stall. With a partner or group, you have backup. Their encouragement keeps you going when yours runs low. Shared wisdom and energy multiply your efforts. Setbacks become learning opportunities, not failures. Your partner helps you see challenges objectively and bounce back. Success is sweeter when shared. Struggles are lighter with support. This sense of camaraderie is a powerful motivator. We stick with things we enjoy, and adding a social element makes goals more fun and sustainable. You're not just chasing a goal, you're building a relationship and sharing a journey. Together, you're more resilient and capable than you'd ever be alone. That's the real secret to lasting progress. We've seen how accountability can transform your goals. A simple commitment to another person can boost your success rate to 95%. We've covered how to find a partner, build a strong foundation, and overcome challenges. The evidence is clear. We're better together. The most successful people build support systems. They know progress is a team sport. These aren't complex theories, but practical steps you can use right now. Sharing your goals is the small hinge that swings the big door. The journey is easier and more rewarding when shared. If you're serious about change, take action. Find a partner, join a group, build your support system. For those seeking a dedicated community, join our network for resources, support, and connection. Your community is waiting. Start your journey today.